some anime game that like two people in the US will buy. Okay, like it isn't that deep. It's on Steam, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. If you own a PS4, well, tough luck, you can't play the game. Or Xbox, well, again, I don't think anyone's really gonna buy this game in the US. Okay, it'll probably sell well in Japan because that's what they like in Japan. But in the US, like two people will buy it. But what's the whole story about this random anime game that nobody is buy but will buy in the US? Well, they're censoring, fan service in the Switch version. Okay, like people don't understand that Nintendo has a history of censoring games, even their own games for some reason. Okay, like Fire Emblem is an example of this. Like in the Japanese version, you can literally pat your quote unquote waifus on the head, but in the US version, they completely removed it. Tamagotchi Wife, they have like a whole bath scene, but in the US version, they removed it altogether. Okay, Nintendo has always been doing this, and it's like now you guys now it has garnered your attention that Nintendo is censoring games for the West. Okay, it has now finally garnered your attention, and maybe the content was so rude that they had to censor it anyways. Okay, I understand the whole backlash for a game that most of these people are never gonna buy. Okay, I get censorship is wrong, but most of these game people who are complaining about this are never gonna buy this game. Okay, the difference between complaining about, like, for example, censorship and like even like Smash Bros. They had to censor the Pyra and Mythra, so they sold less skin in Smash Bros. Because they wanted to keep the age rating. And maybe there's a certain age rating Nintendo wants for the game, so they're gonna censor portions of the game. Sony does the same thing too, as well. Where they put fog over characters' bodies in like Dragon Quest. It's because probably Sony is attempting to get a certain age rating for the game so it can sell more copies. These in Japan, because of course I bet games and a certain age rating sell more because more people can access the game overall. Again, it isn't that deep. It's just one game out of like the hundreds of Japanese anime games that get ported to the Nintendo Switch. Again, those little hentai games on the Switch Online. Goodbye.